Alright, so the type of rock that you may actually place in your fish tank, it can actually affect angelfish. The fish love soft water. So therefore, if you do this, you will actually Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my classroom. Today we'll be speaking about a topic that it's a mix-up between some issues in which I have gone through with regards to my fish keeping hobby, and some things in which I've shared with you, and in addition to my geography based background. Okay, so you want to be that person who goes out in the wild to get his or her own driftwood and stones. But here is a few information that you should know prior to doing this. So let's look at the driftwood, right? Now you have seen where in it I have actually gone into the back of my yard getting driftwood for my pond, right? A very nice exercise, exciting. Right? I met a lot of mosquitoes and ants and stuff. Right, good. However, one thing you should know is that not all driftwood are suitable for your aquarium or your pond. What you must understand is that some driftwood are alkaline based, while some are acidic. What I mean is that, for example, let's look at the pine tree, right? Now, the pine tree is grown usually in areas where you have the plant, the leaf, the bark is acidic in compound, right? It is a means by which it actually preserves itself. So during the winter, it actually some pine trees, some trees actually shed their leaves while some still look. In Jamaica, you call them evergreen, right? Even during Christmas, they just look really green and nice. They have acidic compounds in it. So if you should actually get these lumber, or try to say pieces of stick or a board or wood, right? Cure them and put them in your tank. After the tannins and all that have gone, the acidity or its acidic base still remains with it. It's a strong possibility, 75% to 80%, that the acid that remains within the driftwood will still affect the fish, whether it be health, growth, spawning, and just overall coloration. So you have to be very mindful of that. What type of wood you're going to be using, where you're getting it from, to name a few, right? Okay, so by now you would have seen my video in which I went to the river and I've actually collected some rocks to put in my window pond, right? What rocks are very good, but you should also be mindful of the fact that the rocks that you actually take home from the river, even from your pet shop, may alter the pH level within your tank. Now, we learn in geography class, right, from as early as 9th grade or probably about 11th, right, that rocks are divided into two different categories. You have the porous rock, the non-porous rock, or the permeable rock and the non-permeable rock. The porous rock are those rocks which allows water to go through it. The non-porous rock are rocks that doesn't allow water to go through it. Now, the porous rock, which allows water to go through it, right, may cause a problem for your tank. In that, as the water travels through the rock, you know, the rock is fully saturated. What the water will do, the water will actually combine itself with the minerals, and the minerals will combine itself with the water, right? So the water in itself will become either heavy, or it practically affect the pH level, right? The saltiness of the water, for example, limestone. If you put a chunk of limestone rock within your tank or your pond, what you will find is that after a while, the water will get extremely hard. So the type of rock that you may actually place in your fish tank, it can actually affect the fish. Whereas if the fish is, let's say you have a fish like an angel fish, right, and you put a big chunk of limestone rock, it has a lot of caverns and it looks really cool, and you put it in a tank. Angel fish love soft water, so therefore if you do this, it should actually be affecting the health of your fish, right? Same too with freshwater catfish, right? Catfish in itself doesn't like the salt, right? So the plecos and the curry cats and some other fish, I'm not talking about the ones that come from the sea now, or the one that is found at the mouth of the river. I'm talking about the freshwater catfish. Doesn't like salt. They will practically die eventually if exposed to too much, right? So there you have it. I was just sharing with you the fact that you have to be very careful when you take things from the wild and you actually place it in your tank. You have to read about it, research it, and ensure that whatever you're using is suitable for the fish. Also, there are some decorations that you may put into your tank or in your aquarium or in your pond, whatever you call it, right? These decorations might not have what you call fish-friendly paint or coloring. So what happens is that over time, after a while, the paint is eroded by the water and it now changes the chemical composition of the water, resulting in your fish health being at risk. Now, how do you know what is safe and what is not? Read the ingredients or read the instruction or read the description of the item. See whether or not the item were painted or were colored with fish-friendly paint, right? This is a very, very good thing to do, as in the long run, your fish, just like humans, can get cancer, you can get all kind of ailments, right? And you probably might lose your lovely fish that you have for several years. This is Riley here. Peace. Thank you for watching. Join me next time.